following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome back into the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. And the New Orleans Saints have had the biggest up and down swing of any team in the NFL to start out the year. You take the Green Bay Packers to the woodshed 38-3 in week 1, and then last week you get shut down by the Carolina Panthers defense. Jameis Winston looked like old school Jameis Winston again in the 26-7 loss. No other team has as drastic of a swing so far than the New Orleans Saints.
The question is, which team really are you?
Well, my biggest question is, I think I know what team this is, but they also swing with Jameis Winston.
I just look at Jameis Winston as, I don't think he can be much worse than he was last week.
I'd agree with that.
I think he can be markedly better than he was week 1.
Mm-hmm.
He was a game manager in week 1. The concerning thing for me is Alvin Kamara. Teams have figured you out. You just have nothing on the outside. You have nobody that can scare them.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the leading receiver on this team?
The leading receiver for
Just
the
take
New
a
Orleans
guess.
Saints?
Mm-hmm.
Juwan Johnson.
He's 2, with 44 yards. Deontay Harris is 1, with 81 receiving yards through 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
Alvin Kamara is 3rd with 33. Literally, you have one receiver on the team with more than 45 yards.
Yeah.
That says a lot. And now you're coming up this week in a date with Bill Belichick. What does Bill do better than anybody? Take away the one thing that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that you need to do is get Alvin Kamara going.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't think this is the week that you do it.
And I think he's going to look at Jameis Winston and go, I can handle that. Everybody wants to talk about how, Bill Belichick is so good against rookies. I think that should be expanded out to he's so good against quarterbacks who just aren't all there mentally. And I don't think Jameis Winston is any better than he used to be with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought maybe he was after that first week of the season, but he's not. We saw the same old, Jameis Winston trying to do too much last week against the Carolina Panthers. And you could see that very same thing this week against the New England Patriots.
I'm afraid you're going to. I'm afraid they get behind. The thing about New England is they're not going to beat themselves. So you're not going to see Mac Jones asked to do a lot. Look how many opportunities he got last week against the Jets, and they just never wanted to take that shot.
Yeah.
And they're just not going to do that. That's, he is the dumbed down version of Tom. Mac Jones is the wish version of Tom Brady. And so they're going to put him in situations where you're going to have to beat them. They will not beat themselves.
Right.
And I look at the limited weapons on the outside. I like the defense. I'm still higher on the Saints than I was when we first did off-season projections. I just think this is not going to be the week. You get the Giants the week after this. You're at the Washington football team. I think those are winnable games. Mm-hmm. The bye week will help you get healthy. And then hopefully you're going to have Michael Thomas sometime pretty soon after that. And then you've got a ton of winnable games with Michael Thomas. Mm-hmm. I think with this combination of Marquez Callaway and Deontay Harris, you just don't have anybody to take the top off the defense. So teams can just stack up against Kamara. And, Troutman hasn't been what you wanted him to be. On and on and on and on and on. And it just looks to me like you've got this excellent gunslinger quarterback with the big arm, and you've got this excellent play caller, and their hands are tied behind their back because there's nobody that can get open on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So I think once they get healthy and everybody goes back down to – I like Marquez Callaway as a 2 behind Michael Thomas.
Right.
Deontay Harris can be a 3. Kamara with Michael Thomas on the field is much scarier. And I think if New Orleans can get into the bye week at 2-3, I think you've done well. I think you should be happy with that. They could be 3-2, but if you go in at 2-3, I think you should be happy. You look at what's coming in the offing, and there are winnable games there.
Yeah.
So that would be my take on the Saints.
Yeah.
Is stem the tide, get healthy, and then we'll see who you are.
Right. It was a massive swing after week 1 where everybody went, oh, the Saints are still the Saints. And then you saw last week what happened against the Panthers, and they went, okay, well, maybe not. Maybe we're not. Maybe we've come back down to earth and figured that this is an okay team. It's not a great team. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Best of luck to you this week against the New England Patriots. Look, nobody wants you to win this game more than him. He hates Bill Belichick so much as a Jets fan.
I do.
So anyway, best of luck to you. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you see all of our individual team-by-team content as it comes out here throughout the 2021 NFL season. And, of course, join us every weekday morning live here in the Wicked Weed studio at 10 a.m. We'll see you next time.